Hey, what's up, you guys? You already know, new podcast. It is still 20th July 2018. It's 20 past 2 almost. I got a few hours break. I got half an hour break, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to start a new podcast today. Let's get it. Before we get anywhere, subscribe, like, comment, share, do all the hustle stuff. Subscribe, share this video, subscribe. You already know, my name is Marlboro Morris, and this is Those Who Make It Will Make It podcast. Today, musicians, how to increase views for your YouTube videos, right? So it is very important. Shout out to David. Put a link to the blog in the description. You decided to start building your presence on YouTube. Maybe you've been posting videos for a while, but you don't seem to be gaining any kind of traction. Your videos are only getting a few views, and no matter how many times you post something new, it seems like you ain't getting anywhere. Sound familiar? Look, YouTube is more crowded than it's ever been. There's just no gain around that. The videos that used to get hundreds or even thousands of views have all but lost their novelty. If you just start a new channel, it can be an uphill battle. I'm saying it will be an uphill battle, but don't worry, it's still possible to build a substantial following on YouTube. Just keep in mind that you will need a long-term mindset. Quality and consistency are absolutely key. Here are several ways you can increase views for your YouTube views. Quality and consistency. The first time you given a product or a service for the first time, you're basically giving it to nobody. That nobody is you. You're giving yourself for the first time the product, and of course you enjoy things that have quality and consistency. Product of quality. You yourself, you are your first customer, so make sure to provide that. Anytime you as a creator do something for nobody, you basically get trapped in the, oh man, I'm not getting no results, so what does it really matter if I'm paying attention to this bullshit which I'm not getting nothing from return? And so you get trapped in that bullshit mindset. Never. Quality and consistency, even though you're given to 0 views. Craft great titles for your YouTube music videos. Number 2, it amazes me how many musicians fail to give their videos proper titles. I tell you a title, man, right now. Subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe. They upload an acoustic cover of a top 40 song, upload it, and then don't even touch the title, which is inevitably something nonsensical. Like, you know what I'm saying, the default name that comes when you record a video. Let's not forget that YouTube is the world's second most utilized search engine. This means one thing: keywords matter. You need a pad anytime we are out on a podcast, and a pen because you want to take notes. Write this down. Keywords matter. And keywords are your best friends. And if you're sharing an acoustic cover with the world, there are plenty of keywords you can and should cram into the title. Try something like this: cover song, original artist, original cover by your artist name. Tweak the bolded portions to come up with your videos in the title. This comes with one warning: don't overstuff your title with keywords, because I know it may seem contradictory to what I just said, the keywords matter, but please don't include any words that aren't relevant in an attempt to get more views. In the long run, this will do nothing for you. We're talking about clickbait and that kind of wears pattern. As a general rule, your artist or brand name should be in every single video you upload, unless you just can't fit it in. If you're at a loss for what to call your videos, try using generators like HubSpot or Block Topic Generator, which give you some ideas. We should give you some ideas. Number 3, write a compelling description for your videos. So write your thoughts in the comment section below, because I really want to know, what do you think so far? If you have any problem with these 2, what about number 3? Write a compelling description for your videos. Do you know how to write a compelling description? G-Word Revelation, he says, you need a great description for your videos too. Before I go any further, let me say this: if YouTube provides you with the opportunity to offer titles, keywords, tags, descriptions, or text of any kind, do it. Of course, they give you service. They want you to use it. If you want to look good to them because you want to be beneficial, you know what I'm saying, you want to use all the tools that they allow you to use. Text-based content It's much easier for search engines to understand when they are indexing new web pages. Without that, your videos are anything but SEO friendly. With that out of the way, let's get back to the topic in that end, your video's description. Remember to include your web address in the first line, okay? It would be, of course, silly not to send people back to your site if they enjoy your music, don't you think? Remember to include your web address in the first line. It would be silly not to send people back to your site if they enjoy your music, don't you think? This is a good way to drive more music sales or get more email subscribers too. Include links to anything or anyone else you mention in your video. Wrap it compelling someone. If your videos is just speech, then transcribe and put it in the description word for word. Don't skim all words here, deliver the goods. Basically, if you have a song like just you singing a song, a cover, put the lyrics in the description. If you talking as a vlogs, you use Google Docs, you record basically your internal sound, basically just playing on your videos. It'll transcribe for you for free what you saying in the description. In the videos, you got the text words for words, copy, paste it as a description. Number 4, create and share great content consistently on YouTube for more views. This should be familiar, fairly common sense, but to many it's not. Basically, if you want to build a following, you need to upload great videos and continue to do it week in, week out. No matter how good your videos are, nobody will pay any attention to them at first. But if you keep publishing quality content, you begin to accumulate more subscribers and views. Because your first subscriber, you need to get your first subscriber. If you get your first subscriber, you say, oh man, this guy is following me. If one is following you, you're in the building. On the other hand, if you publish poor quality content consistently or worse, inconsistently, your chances of being seen will greatly diminish. So if your focus is on making videos and becoming better at it over time, that's totally fine. You can grind it out, but don't whine about a lack of views if you publish a content nobody cares about. It makes common sense. Use custom thumbnails to drive out interest. This is number, help me out, 5. You won't necessarily have the options of using custom thumbnails when you first set up your YouTube account, but they do start rolling out various features to you as your channel grows, although it's a little arbitrary, to be honest. I guess I don't know for a YouTube musician account, but a YouTube normal account, I only had to verify it with my phone. Once I verified the account through a phone number, I was able to generate custom thumbnails. So once your account is verified, it goes on, and in good standing, whatever that means, you may have the ability to use custom thumbnails for your videos. Think about the kind of thumbnails you tend to click on. What catches your attention? Color, faces, large, bold text, and then replicate that. Common sense. Let's get our minds off of hot girls and guys just for a moment, because exploitative tactics will show a backfire unless the content of your videos is actually made up of attractive people. We're talking about clickbait. Let me catch my breath. Basically, clickbait is when you put some persuasive tactics to get clicks. In other words, put in hot girls, boys and girls, something that's hot, exciting, sexy, they get people fears and that kind of stuff. It always work out. It always will, you know what I'm saying? But they make it so that YouTube now, the algorithm of YouTube even understand if you put clickbait thumbnails and then your videos ain't mirroring what the viewer clicked on and was expecting. But you can create custom images. It goes on the article in Photoshop or with a service like PicMonkey, using some of the elements I just talked about. Faces with interesting expressions, bright colors, bold text, making absurd declaration, and so on. I personally, we noticed that as we started the podcast, which again, we set up merchandise and everything, the concept of the podcast way before we actually started, so we know what we're dealing with every day. We put out a podcast, merchandise is available in the description. Subscribe to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we understood that through the phone nowadays, it don't matter if your viewer, you doing your content for a viewer which is using a phone, a mobile phone, on a PC, on a Mac, on a laptop in general, on a PC. But it doesn't really matter, because if you do your thumbnail on your phone, and if you wonder how to do that, I'll put a link in the description. Maybe we can do a tutorial on it. It's a little application. You put your thumbnail, is so cool. It's even better, it's easier to use than Photoshop. So quick, so good. So make sure you make appealing thumbnails. As we gain emails open, the first step to gain your views, your videos view more, is to get them clicked on. So make your videos thumbnails very clickable. Not clickable, clickable. Number 6, share your videos through email and social media. Hopefully, you've already been putting some effort into growing your email list and social media following. Email is easily one of the easiest way. Email is easily one of the easiest way to drive up views and engagement. Anyone that has signed up for your email list is clearly more invested in your music than those who haven't, right? As for social media, keep in mind that Facebook is more interested in drawing up views for videos that have been uploaded to the platform versus YouTube videos. There are some tactics you can use to get clicks on Facebook too, but you should be aware they're not invested in pushing your YouTube videos, because they want you to stay on their platform, not on YouTube. They're competitors, you feel me? Twitter and Google Plus are still great places to drive attention for your videos content. And yo, we finished the podcast with final thoughts. If you have really great content, then going your channel could just be a matter of building awareness. If you have a marketing budget, you could promote your channel with ads on Facebook, Google, YouTube, and so on. There are a lot of different ways to promote your videos, and while I will never take away from the importance of marketing, please keep in mind that it all starts with you. You're the one coming up with the ideas and creating the content, so put your mind to good use. At the end of the day, man, once you have a beat, once you have a song, you get that. If you believe in what you're hearing and the way to find out if you believe, if you don't know, if you find yourself saying, but how the fuck do I know if I believe or not? Well, listen to this. You in this bitch because you, in your mind, there's always music, right? So if there's always music, then tell me something. Why is there always music? Because you heard music. You used to listen to music every day, all day. Now you're in the position when you're creating music. But don't never forget that you gotta listen to your music first. If you listen to your music over somebody else, you got something. You need to get people to listen to you, okay? So this is the whole concept, okay? Now having thumbnails, having descriptions, keywords, learning about keywords is essential to survive in this bitch. But firstly, you gotta have that product. P.S. Remember though, none of what you learned will matter if you don't know how to get your music out there and baby people want to hear it. Here we go. Want to learn how to do that? Then get our free music marketing ebook emailed directly to you. Once again, I will try to get this free music marketing ebook. I need to sign up for the email list. I'm not really sure, because anytime I sign up for email list, I'm pretty conscious and aware about it, and I expect something from them. This is just how I do it. My name is Bro Morris. This was our usual podcast. You already know, man. Those who make it will make it. Merchandise and all that available in the description down below. My name is Bro Morris. Peace out, homie. Peace out. Yeah.